It is a lesson that you can apply to any situation. How do I give what I've been blessed with back to glorify God?
You can see it everywhere. The influence of St. Vincent de Paul High School. Through our faith, our dedication to service, our love of neighbor. The pride of St. Vincent is deeply rooted in this community, with branches extending across the U.S. and into Europe and Asia.
Going to a smaller private school, it's an environment where not only do I get to learn math and science, but I can also learn about my religion. We have religion classes my first hour. I get to come in, learn deeper about God and even about myself.
St. Vincent's is like a big family. There's very special things that happen here that you won't find in a lot of other schools.
It was so important for our kids to be students here at St. Vincent because as former students ourselves, we experience firsthand what type of impact St. Vincent can have on a life. As a graduate, I truly feel like St. Vincent has impacted every area of my life. Along with my family and my parents specifically, growing up, St. Vincent was their partner in laying that foundation for faith in me and laying a foundation for my life in which I could someday build upon.
13 years ago, a pastor, a group of forward-thinking St. Vincent graduates and parishioners made a commitment to ensure an endowment fund was established to celebrate the 100th anniversary of our high school to further continue and promote the values of Catholic education at St. Vincent High School. The Centennial Endowment not only assists in this promotion, but is a backup plan to help keep our high school thriving if current funding was ever interrupted.
We have a legacy to continue at St. Vincent's. By educating our children with Christian values and injecting them into the environment, we can do best what Christ asked us to do at His Great Commissioning, and that is evangelization. At the end of Matthew's Gospel, Jesus gave His final words of instruction to us. Go therefore and make disciples of all men, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them all the things that I've told you. How better can we do that than by giving a good quality education to our students?
The Centennial Endowment Fund was born, and an amazing $1.9 million is now driving that commitment. Interest earned from the fund has provided more than $310,000 in the last 5 years to St. Vincent's for major purchases such as Chromebooks, other technologies, tuition discounts, and textbooks.
I'm very grateful that this school was here for my children, and we want to make sure that it's here for the next 100 years.
It's an eternal gift.
Now it's time again to make sure their efforts continue by helping us reach our new goal of adding $1.5 million to that Centennial Endowment Fund. Over the course of 5 years, your pledge can impact generations to come.
St. Vincent shapes our students to be all that they can be. 97% of the kids that graduate here at St. Vincent's go on to college.
After school, I plan on going into pre-med. I really want to pursue a career as a physician someday.
Religio Scientia Cultura, faith, knowledge, and culture. That's the cornerstone of Catholic education at St. Vincent High School and what we want students to continue receiving within our community. This opportunity needs to remain available for everyone in our community for generations to come. We must keep tuition at reasonable rates and keep technologies current despite the battle against increasing costs. Our future generations are relying on us. Our own legacies at SV must remain strong. So how are we doing at St. Vincent? Are we truly positioning our students at an advantage, preparing them for life outside of high school? And let's not forget the 8,000 hours of community service logged nearly every year by the graduating class.
You know, I think at the beginning, we're young, we're naive, and it's like, yeah, it's my religion, I've known it. As you get older, I think I've realized that not everybody has that experience. Starting 8th grade, we have a lot of service hours, and at first it was you get them done to get them done, and now senior year it is I want to go out and I want to do that and I want to lend a helping hand. And so I think that's really helped me realize that's something I want to continue into my adult life.
We need your help meeting our goal. Please, in prayerful consideration, Join us in securing the school's future.
As co-chairman, I would like to ask you to consider giving without hesitation to the Centennial Endowment.
A verse in Deuteronomy, chapter 15, verse 10 reads, "Be sure to give without any hesitation. When you do this, the Lord, your God, will bless you in everything you work for and set out to do." We can all give in some way. Search in your heart for how you can make an impact. We are asking for a one-time gift or a 5-year pledge to help us reach that goal of adding $1.5 million to the Centennial Endowment Fund.
I was in church at Mass, and the pastor at the time gave this homily that impacted me so much. He said, "The way that we glorify God is by using the gifts and talents He blessed us with to the best of our abilities." What does that mean? I think that means the way that we thank God for what He's blessed us with is essentially by giving it back. And so I just hope that you prayerfully consider what it is that God's calling you to give and look at it as a way to thank God for everything that He's blessed you with.
Go online to learn more at svthrives.com.